Dave's bookmarks are all shortcuts on his desktop. There's just like 35 of them.
Ooh, I like this website shortcut.
Shortcut. Oh, that's so good. Dave, are you recording now?
Oh my god.
He's just making shortcuts at this point.
Yeah, that's all he's doing right now. He's just like lemonparty.org shortcut.
Dave, are you done making shortcuts?
Yeah, yes.
You're recording.
Live from the Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Word Rango. Welcome to the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves, and is crowned champion. Our steely nerved competitors, a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off. And set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzak.
You're listening to The Breakfast Blend. My name is Mike Suzak. It is a morning talk show, Saturday mornings. We're celebrating fall, leaves changing colors, falling to the ground. It's November. Well, everybody, welcome to November. I'm joined this week by Bob Ball.
You know, my favorite blend is rock and roll pumpkin spice.
That's very nice. Dave Hinkle.
I very much love your guys' morning voices. This is great.
And Ryan Lewis.
And I'm here too.
And we're all strong single moms that are here to talk.
That could lift cars up when our children are in danger.
I mean, literally strong single moms.
No, don't interrupt him. I want to see where this goes.
Really, really strong single moms. We compete in the Iron Woman Challenge every year. And our biceps are 24 inches around.
I just picture like a really ripped lady driving a minivan, but she's got those like really baggy Jordache jeans that come like up above the belly button. That are just like, it just, that really light blue and just screams that this ass hasn't been touched in months.
I would touch that ass in every
dude,
month.
You kidding me? Strong
ass.
mom? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Strong single mom with
That's
all
a good
the,
ass.
I mean, ripped. Like, benches 200 pounds single mom.
Like Hulk Hogan in his heyday, big.
For her children.
Right. Except a lady.
I was just thinking like Arnold Schwarzenegger in mom jeans.
Oh.
Yeah, but like I would never fuck Arnold. I would never.
No, it's the other way around.
That's true.
Just be like 4.8 minutes of just ugh.
All right, so this is
It's
Word
the worst
Rango.
4.8 minutes of your life.
This is Word Rango, the podcast where dictionary definitions produce babies. I really want to know how like people should write into us and tell us how often they fuck to our voices.
Oh,
that'd be great.
Yeah.
We're just covering all sorts of ground already. Last week on this show, our 4 words tied. And
We got 108 tweets, and they all said that I won.
No, we had 0 tweets, and none of them said that you won. So,
Hashtag Bob is awesome.
I'm more just thinking about the people who are banging the podcasts. Like, what the hell? Like,
why not?
What kind of weirdo is doing that? Like,
do.
somebody out there, like, every time they hear Ira Glass, they just get, like, a tingle in their nether regions.
Well, that's Irish, but I'm talking specifically about us, because we give them sexy fucking words.
It's true.
Right? I mean, we've had...
Don't you people have a Boys to Men album or something? God.
Yeah, well, they don't have a Boys to Men dictionary podcast. That would be a different story. I mean, specifically, we're providing them words that they could whisper into each other's ear in the moment, and they know that they're using them correctly, like palpable and chatoyance. I mean, there's so they might be banging in a chateau for all we know. I mean, that's
some classy banging right there.
Oh, it is. It's the best. So,
But you know, it's probably not their chateau. So when someone gets there and there's just this big mess right in the middle of the dining room table, it's like, oh, that's so chatoying.
So now, like, I can't remember who did the song, but it would, like, caught me banging in the chateau. It wasn't me. I mean, was that Shaggy or something?
We're going to go with that, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Velma.
So,
Kesha?
You're welcome for the Scooby-Doo joke, everyone.
Nice, very nice. It's too. So anyways, we're recording this early in the fucking morning. Or at least it's only like 9-something for me, but it's like 7 a.m. for you guys. Mm-hmm. So bright and early, no one knows what's going on. We're totally bewildered. But last week we all tied. No one helped us out on the internet. Thanks, you motherfuckers. I needed someone to tweet us and say, yeah, this word was the best. No one did that.
They were too busy fucking.
They were. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a tweet that we got. It comes from @magicmarker78. He says, I have a lovely word for you. Cridoscopophilia. Cridoscopophilia. And Urban Dictionary says it's the urge to look through people's windows as you pass by their houses. I absolutely do that, and we're going to use cridoscopophilia to frame our podcast this week for however much that we want to use it. So everybody keep that in mind, the urge to look through people's windows as you pass by their houses. And getting first word this week, I decided is going to be Ryan. Ryan, what is your word this week?
All right, well, I went with another word that it's probably familiar, but I just never understood exactly what the definition was. And my word is vociferous.
I think we're all saying it. We're all saying it in our head. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, that's a pretty long pause there. You guys think Dave's creating shortcuts to that word?
I was writing
some
it
wine
down.
poured to get your lovemaking session going.
Vociferous. Vociferous.
Correct.
Okay, vociferous.
Wow. Okay.
It is so early in the morning, I feel like you just threw out some letters and I spelled something completely different in my head. It was like
true.
Mixelplick.
Well, Dave was like trying to pronounce it, and he's like, Vociferous.
Vociferous.
All right, well, we need someone to start guessing definitions. So, Dave, what do you think vociferous means?
Vociferous. Vociferous, I'm going to have to say that is the quality in which... No, you know what? Vociferous is the urge you have to touch somebody's sweater on the subway. You know how, like, sometimes you ride on the subway and you see somebody's wearing, like, a very, like, either... sexy-looking fabric, or it's like very woolly, or like it's just you got to get a taste of that fabric. You got to get a touch. Just got to get a little pinch. I believe there was a Seinfeld episode about it. They called it the Vociferous. Yeah. I'm gonna go with that.
That's creepy. That's
well, you never seen like a fabric and you just been like, man, I gotta get a little pinch on it. I gotta feel it for a little bit.
It's like seeing velvet or velour or maybe some sort of a fur or something. Very tactile. I totally understand it. Yeah. Now, specifically someone on the subway? Like,
that's usually where I find most of my pinchable fabrics, but it's kind of shares the same thing with, like, somebody tells you a plate's hot and you just, like, you have to touch it just to see how hot it is, or, like, somebody's like, hey, watch out, don't touch that guy's anime hair, you may, like, cut your hand, and you're like, well, now I got to see how sharp it is, so you just, like, reach over and touch Goku's hair. So, like,
so what you do is you pull up a block of cheese and you see if you can grate it on their hair.
Yeah, exactly.
So what I want to know is, for vociferous, the creepy vociferous, we got to get a sense of the creep factor here. Do you try to touch their sweater without them knowing, or do you ask politely?
Oh no! Well, you can't ask. I mean, you're going to look like a crazy person. I mean, come on, Mike. There's, like, still societal rules we have here.
Sure, but you're breaking. Yes.
Yes, I'm absolutely breaking. So you gotta sneak a little pinch. You gotta sneak a little feel there, just get a nice solid grip between your index finger and your thumb. Just get a little feel and then get out, and preferably walk to the other side of the train so that you can fully hide as far away as you can your shame.
Now, is there a certain part of the sweater you go for? Like, is there a part that you find is the softest? Like I feel like there's a scale of risk versus reward here, where if you just go for, like, the sleeve where it's easily accessible, it's going to be okay. But, like, if you can get that,
if you get like a sweet like a shoulder, that's pretty good.
If you can get that armpit, isn't that probably going to be really soft?
See,
it's just fabric on fabric at that point, right?
But the armpit's a dangerous territory because that's like, fabric that's rubbing against fabric. As you walk, you're throwing your arms around. You're really into it because you're wearing.
You just wave your arms all over the place.
It's just basically wildly flail going down the street and just punching people in the face, knocking coffees out of their hands. Like, how do you walk, weirdo?
I don't actually. I have 4 people that carry me around like a king.
Nice. I just picture Dave like walking always with like 2 briefcases, like he's just constantly swinging them back and forth.
I like it.
Just screaming serious business.
He's like some sort of human blender in a suit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bob,
a whirlwind of destruction and just flailing and.
Bob, what's your definition for vociferous?
Vociferous is that guy who used to sing the Monday Night Football song,
right?
And then said some politically charged comments and got kicked off.
Okay,
that's vociferous.
That's right? Totally okay. So one of the main reasons why I picked this word is because I feel like there is somebody named Vociferous, and that might be the guy you're talking about. And I don't know about him anymore because he got kicked off because he's so racist.
I'm gonna Google.
So is Vociferous like his brother or his sister?
No,
or his sister brother.
It's Vociferous. It's the guy who discovered syphilis.
It's the guy who invented it.
Yeah, he invented it. Just 2 beakers in the lab with like the goggles on in some basement, and he's just mixing them together. He's like, herpes is not enough. Like, we need something better.
He's got a dismembered penis, and he just kind of testing it out on it.
Just like little eyedropper, just dropping various liquids onto it, and just like studying it under a microscope.
Hank Williams Jr., I think.
Hydrochloric acid. Ooh, no, that's not it. That's not quite it.
So you're saying
liquid nitrogen?
Vociferous is the guy that sang the Monday Night Football theme song.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. You say that with such certainty.
Junior.
Yes.
Vociferous Jr.
And then Vociferous is the guy that discovered syphilis.
The mad scientist who
he didn't discover invented it.
I'm sorry, I missed that. I was too busy Googling who the actual Monday Night Football singer was because we're playing make believe right now. Bob, you're right.
It's vociferous.
Okay. That's okay.
Those are some of my favorite words. Yes, Bob, you're right. God, I love those words. Love them.
All right, my definition for vociferous. I am gonna say I'm gonna say that vociferous is sort of like morning voice. Because I see the VOC, and I think it's like vocal. It has to do with your voice, and then it's sort of like raspy, semi-incoherent. Vociferous is like the
Marge's sisters.
Yeah. I don't know. Like that's what comes to mind for me, so I'm gonna go with that. Whether it's funny or not, which is
early morning grunts.
Ryan, what is the actual definition of vociferous?
Well, you're actually probably the closest, even though you're also the furthest away. Basically, what it is making or given to or marked by noisy or vehement outcry. And vehement just basically means passionate, loud. So making an outcry or loud noises. Right, in crowing, basically.
Raven?
So this is the sound of the 4.8 minutes when Arnold Schwarzenegger is having his way with you. Right after he pulls off his mom jeans.
I don't need my mom jeans. I just need to rack you.
Yes.
So this is basically like the sound I would make if somebody tried to make me watch an episode of Glee. So they were like, okay, they turn on the TV. They're like, getting over to the Fox channel. They're getting really close. I look over the clock. I see it's 8:30. And, I assume that's when Glee's on. I don't know. But, and it's just like a loud screaming kind of disapproval.
Yeah.
Like disarm them through shrieking like a madman.
Hey, listen, you monster. One of them is dead.
Yeah, from like what, heroin or something?
Yeah, so, one down, eight to go, you guys. 8 to go.
Well, you know that they all stopped doing heroin the moment that the other one died from
shit,
right?
This can really
but no, Dave's a monster. He keeps mailing them speedballs.
Why would you even get into heroin in the first place? You know how it's going to end.
Ryan, the definition you gave for vociferous, it really sounded to me like it was more of a happy, passionate. Like, is this more positive or negative?
To me,
or is it neutral? Like it can be either.
No, it can't be neutral.
So
because it's
pick one of these two sounds. Is it or is it?
See, and the thing is like, that could be
or B. A or B.
You know that Bob's gonna do this as long as he can.
Yeah, it's like getting fitted for glasses.
A.
Which one is better? Better, worse. Better, worse.
And they both be worse. Yeah, no, I think it could be positive or negative. I think it's just the passion has to be involved. So
it's the way it's conveyed.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's yelping, kind of passionate,
going to yelp.com.
noise making. Go to yelp.com. Find the nearest restaurant.
Why won't it take my review? Keep doing it.
All right, Ryan, you need to set up some sort of a scenario for us.
Okay, I think we already nailed it because I think Dave he did such a good Arnold impression. He's basically he's Arnold and he's in the fitting room at JCPenney's trying on some mom jeans.
Okay.
And Bob, you are the attendant trying to get him out of there and to get him to stop being so vociferous and scaring away customers.
All right. Hello.
Sir, is everything okay in there, sir?
Hello?
Sir, I'm sorry, we don't have any halals here. Did you need another size? Because it sounds like you may not be fitting into those mom jeans I got for you. I can't be sure because I'm actually not getting anything that I can recognize in English.
No!
Oh, is Jerry Lewis in there with you? It sounds a lot like he might. You both cannot fit into those size. Oh, what did I get? A 56 size jean. Well, I had no idea. Are you carrying around something with you, like a ball bat, or because you look pretty slender? Okay. How about those jeans? Something with a control top?
No! Get down! That's it. That's about the extent of my Arnold.
Jeez, I know, man. It's
I cannot do an Arnold to save my life.
You're channeling either SpongeBob or Jerry Lewis, like the chopper.
And I'm also talking about Middle Eastern food at the same time, apparently too. So
yes.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Ryan, we need an escalator pitch from you for vociferous.
All right, guys, we're heading up to Aunt Pretzels, and I'm going to go stop through the brass rail. First, going to check out some denim. Okay, so I would, the thing is you want to live life, you want to grab it by the horns, the balls, just somewhere. And
vocal cords,
I think anytime you're talking, and I think Arnold figured this out, you got to be passionate about it. You got to make sure people know how you feel, like they're not, ambiguous as to whether you care about something or not. So I think anytime you're talking to anybody, especially on an escalator, you want to make sure that you use a nice vociferous tone to your voice. And I can't do it right now because it's 7:30 in the morning right now. But vociferous, let's do it.
All right. I like it.
I just clicked it. I clicked like. I went to Yelp.com.
I audibly clicked like on your word. All right, cool. I'll go next. I'll take the next word. My word this week is be below.
What?
It's not.
Yes, my word this week, be below.
Be below.
Be below.
Now, when I was in the Boy Scouts when I was younger, I believe that was something that you could become a below.
Be below.
It was a be below scout, right? That was like my Boy Scout leader couldn't pronounce his W.
Do you guys have a spelling? Do you want to spell it or anything?
I get this. I'm all over it.
Okay.
It is BEBELOW.
Nope.
And it is be below, and it is the the process of being below something.
That's not nope.
But
To be below.
the space bar on your keyboard has broken, so you can't actually tell anyone that you actually are below something. So you go ahead and just type it all together. I be below.
Actually, no. I want to say it's
below.
Bible blow, like you blowing kisses at your Bible, like you see a Bible in the corner of the room, like you just come to a coffee shop, you sit down, you get in your latte, and you're like, oh, is that a King James over there? And you're just like, oh, and you start by winking, doing a little dance, like trying to entice the Bible.
Hey
and
there,
before you know,
Corinthians.
you're blowing, you're blowing kisses at Genesis, and
Leather. Yeah, and I think you guys are both wrong because I think it's basically isn't that the new nickname for somebody who's super into Justin Bieber?
Ugh.
No,
Come on.
actually, it's the term.
Bibelo.
It's the term for whenever somebody pays Justin Bieber for sex. He's a bibelo, like a gigolo, but like a bibelo.
I like that better.
I like that a lot.
That's a lot
And
of money you're gonna have to
You know that's happening. I mean, where do you think he gets all of his money? No one's
dude.
actually paying for his shitty music.
Yeah, people out there want to bang a bad boy who's willing to just like pee in mop buckets. Like they want to get some of
tattoo
that.
people shitty. Yeah.
Yeah, some of that sweet renegade peen. They want to get
So
on it.
is that why his concerts sell out? Because everybody is there to have a shot at banging Justin Bieber, don't you think?
Yeah, they're bidding like as Dave was saying, they're bidding for the peen. And I think it started out as he just basically would play birthday parties, and then one time it got a little too intimate of a show.
Yeah.
And
With the mom, probably,
got
yeah.
birthed, with a really strong mom that 24
Strong single mom, yeah.
yeah, and thus they birthed the Bibelo.
Yeah. I
Is
mean,
this going to turn out to be like some sort of weird bird that only hangs out in like strip malls?
In
Is that a
Wisconsin?
bibelo?
okay, hold on a sec. A weird bird that hangs out in strip malls sounds pretty fucking cool, first off.
Right.
And that is not this definition, but I think we can pause the show to figure out what that is called, Bob. What is the name for a weird bird that only hangs out in strip malls? Like, is it flying around with a slushie in its talons or something? I mean, like...
It sounds like a pterodactyl.
It's like it's cruising by the cousin subs, and it stops over by the haircut place.
Got all of its clothes from Ross.
No,
Yeah,
it's a creeping squall, and it hangs out exclusively at the Hot Topic. It likes to wear ironic T-shirts and paint its face like it's in The Crow.
Now,
Striped
is it
Even though it looks like a crow.
is it a bird?
Even though it is
it
technically a crow, it's a creeping squall, but it's actually a crow.
Now, does this creeping squall, does it like dress up and pretend to be a human?
Oh,
Is it
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to
Absolutely.
convince us?
It's got Jinko jeans on with the little chain that goes to the wallet. Like it's
Right.
It's
So
doing
it's
the
like
whole thing. Yeah.
it's about 15 years too late.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hot Topic.
As most things in a strip mall are.
Yeah. So like it's like hanging out at the kiosks where people have the remote control helicopters.
Yeah.
And like the weird
God,
like
those
sunglass
people are the
huts and-
worst people in the world.
We're just walking through like the one Staples that has to be in like every mall for some reason.
Right,
Like,
right.
Because
There's
who's
always a
going to
staple.
buy, inkjet printer cartridges at a mall?
And it's buying up prepaid cell phones at all of the kiosks too.
Yeah.
There's that too. So it's a creeping squall. Okay, I like it. Anyways, Bibelo. Bibelo, the actual definition, is a small household ornament or decorative object. And it is spelled Bibelot. Bibelo.
Or as Dave would say, a Bibelot.
Bibelot.
Bible lot. So basically, this is the definition. Like, this is actually good. This is very useful. So this is the definition for like that small sign that is in every kitchen that says like
Yep.
M is for mom, not for maid. Like
Yep.
that thing,
Yep.
basically.
Or it's the little wooden sign that's really cutely handcrafted that says today's menu, and it's whatever mom's makes or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Home is where the heart is. Yep.
Yeah, well, so is this is a regional thing? Sounds like a Midwest thing because that sounds very trinkety.
Midwest is all about this shit.
Right.
Oh God, every house.
So let me
yes.
tell you a fun story about a bibelot.
Please do.
Now that I actually know what it is and it doesn't hang out at strip malls. So
Me and Justin
I'm in
Bieber hanging out. Oh, sorry.
I'm in high school, and Ball actually is my real last name. Some people think, oh, you must have picked that. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, at birth. So I come home one day, and typically I walk up my front steps, and there's nothing but like a front door and a window that you shouldn't look in, you creepos.
Sounds like a standard house. Sure.
Yeah, it's a house. It's got a roof.
Yep.
And a floor.
Hot water heater, all that stuff.
But this particular day, I walk up to the front door, and there's a new bibelot there. There's a little sign that says, "The balls." Now,
That sounds wildly appropriate.
my parents, bless their hearts, are humorous people, but I know that this is completely unintentional.
Yeah.
And my friend who was walking home with me just loses it. Because suddenly by your front door, it says, "The balls."
I mean,
Did your parents
never
hang
even
like
put
one
that
of those,
together, yeah.
like those truck nuts, like underneath the sign, like just hanging underneath? It's like with an arrow point down, and then like in parentheses,
that's
like
the
in
door
case,
knocker.
Yeah,
the door knocker is actual truck nuts. Because if you want to enter, you need to pick up that sack.
You gotta knock that
ram
skirt
it
to get in.
against-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in Las Vegas right now, but if I get home and my door knocker has turned into a set of truck nuts, one of you is getting punched in the face.
No. I mean, it's so funny, Bob. Like, I've never even put two and two together. Oh yeah, Bob Ball.
One and one together, you mean.
Balls. Yeah, I've never once put it together. Like, I'm a kind person generally, and I'm good about, like, think about it. I think each one of us has probably had gotten poked fun at for our names when we were growing up, right? I imagine every single, like, Ryan Lewis, oh, you got two names, and you're like that Macklemore guy in 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah, when I was a kid, they already knew about him. Yeah.
they already knew about it because you went to school with a bunch of clairvoyant people, and
Macklemore.
and like, I'm sure, Dave, you've probably had your share of, like, Hinkle. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't come up with anything, but I'm sure there's something there.
Einhorn.
Tinkle,
I like to think that that Bob lives in an apartment complex, and the people that live below him are called the taints. So the taints live right below the balls.
Now, Bob, do you call your house the ballroom? Like,
it's more. Well, I'll tell you, we actually have several parties at my house. The Scentsy candle parties and the embroidered bag parties.
nice.
So one of these parties, my wife, the bag party, orders a bag, and you can get it embroidered, and on the side it says "ball bag," which true story. The woman who was selling the bags had to talk to the home office to get that put on the side because she had to prove that my last name was Ball.
Nice.
That's wonderful. Now, do you think in the future you're going to have a bibelot party? Because I think what you could do is sort of have a crafty party where everybody creates their own little wooden signs to hang in their homes, and they create their own bibelots, right?
Either that or Bieber's going to show up and make a pretty penny in an evening's work.
Working the balls. Yeah.
Working the balls. All right, so we need to do something with bibelot. I had a couple ideas. I'm going to say I like to get all three of you involved. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Bob, you are walking up to a house, and you're not going into the house. You're looking through people's windows, so here's the kaleidoscopophilia. You have the urge to look through the window of this house, and going on inside is Ryan and Dave's bibelot party. And Bob, you are enjoying the fact that they're creating their own, home is where the heart is sort of signs. And Ryan and Dave, you're creating those.
Okay, so it's just a party.
So I'm walking up the street. Hang on.
It's just a party. Me and Ryan chilling. As I'm saying this to you.
Well,
now,
there's probably
Ryan.
other people there, but yeah, you two are there.
Dave, can you pass the puff paint?
Oh, sure. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Can you actually? Can I get some of that paper mache? Yeah.
Sure. I'm not
Thanks.
using it anymore. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Oh, what are they doing in there? Gotta make sure I don't get seen. Just my eyes over the edge of this windowsill.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I get no privacy. Whoa.
This is not lascivious at all.
I was gonna say private eyes are watching you, Dave. They're watching you. So basically,
Why are they putting puff paint on truck nuts? What is that all about?
You pass the glitter
I'm
too.
interested.
Oh yeah, there you go. Buddy.
I really want to make these.
Oh my god, glittery puff paint truck nuts.
You pass the circus peanuts. We're gonna throw some of those on there too.
Nice. I really like.
Those
like what you're
shouldn't
doing
go on
there.
truck nuts. Those are just for eating.
It's a good balance
those
of color.
are monsters.
I can't help but feel like there's a wild, crazy man masturbating out on our front porch.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the Taint household. At least they had stuff that was going on their television.
Ryan and Dave, I want to get a clear picture of what bibelots you guys are creating. Is there a phrase on them?
I would say mine is crumb-believable.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously I'm making truck nuts with circus peanuts on them, so yeah, I would just say like mine says, only these nuts live here. What?
Only these nuts.
You should say, "Don't tread on me."
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So
Celebrating America's bicentennial with some truck nuts with circus peanuts on them.
We'll close this scenario out. You guys just spotted Bob. Continue.
Hey, you want to?
Oh God.
You want to invite that guy in here so he can stop masturbating out on the porch? It's kind of creepy.
I feel like we don't have enough balls in here. Let's bring him in. Let's see if he wants to work on these bibelots with us.
Okay.
Should we have him put his pants on first?
Do we have to wave him in? Do we have to open the door? Does he know how to use doors?
I hope so. Come on in.
Hi. Is it okay if I put my pants on inside?
Sure, you can actually use them for your bibelo.
Actually, your truck nuts there gave me an idea. Can I have those circus peanuts? I'll put my pants on later.
Sure.
Okay. You don't have to declare when you want to put your pants on. This is cool, man. This is Ryan's house. I mean, we have eyes wide shut parties here on the regular, so
everything that's going down here is perfectly normal.
Well, I figured you did have those kind of parties because I see that guy dressed in those robes and that mask in the corner, and I figured it wasn't Darth Vader.
Oh yeah,
because he also is not wearing pants.
Orgy Steve is always hanging around with his oils and his hairy chest. Oh my!
Want some oil?
Like got a boombox on his shoulder, just dancing rhythmically.
This is just in case we break out into a say anything kind of reenactment. And scene.
Cut that at the appropriate time. Didn't go on long at all.
Nope. All right. Let me get my escalator pitch in real quick and we'll move on. Bibelo. Everyone has these. They're, and the thing is it's not what the bibelo says. It's not the fact that you have to hang them all over your living room. It's what they mean to you and to your family. It's like if you had, let's say you had a family of 11, and every Christmas you and your sisters and brothers would give each other bibelots. Sounds a lot.
Sounds terrible.
Sounds pretty.
Sounds like an Indian burn or something, like a purple nurple.
And anyways, you give each other bibelots. And
Mom, Chad gave me a bibelo again.
And it always says, like, brothers are a best friend or something like that. And your bibelo, you hang it, and when they come over for Christmas, they see that you took their bibelo and you hung it in your ballroom.
It's like the bibelo says stealing, it's not worth it. That's what you just stole it from.
It means so much to both of you. It really does. And so, like, bibelos are sort of like Hallmark cards for your house. They just they give you some sort of heartwarming feeling without anybody having to say anything.
Yeah, it's a low price at $2.99.
I mean, the great thing is that you can have a bibelot and you don't ever have to say thank you for anything ever again. If you hang the bibelot that says thank you in the kitchen, like, here you go. Like, you just point to it. That way you don't have to use the awkward words, you know?
Yeah. You know, I think we've kind of went over a few classics, but I think we should go around, like, what is the bibelot that you remember from growing up? Because for me, my mom, she had one that she knitted, and it was these two sheep. And it said, and I didn't know what it meant until I was probably in my 20s. It said, use not fat, use fluffy. But you, like a sheep is a U, like
it's E-W-E. Yeah.
And so I always thought it was Ewee's not fat, Ewee's fluffy. I had no idea what it meant.
Dave, do you have a bibelot that you remember growing up?
Yeah, I mean, my dad had one in his study. It just said, "Wish I had all daughters." I didn't, I don't know, like, really, like, what the point of it was, or what it was supposed to serve. But I mean, I didn't like it. I mean,
when you walked into his office, did he like kind of point at it and give you a stern look or something?
Yeah, every single time, like, I would go into his study and like he would just dart up from the desk, like, so quickly his monocle fell out and his pipe would fall to the ground, and he would just stare at me like dead in the eyes, and he would just like point over at it like so vehemently, just like
vociferously.
Yeah, vociferously.
Is your father Scrooge McDuck? Not Scrooge, but Scrooge McDuck.
My dad is like, he's like,
your dad is Colonel Mustard.
He's like, if Scrooge McDuck and Colonel Mustard banged and had a baby, then that would be my dad.
That's an image I'll never lose.
He's basically Bizarro Norman Rockwell. He's like anti-family man. Like he's the guy in all the pictures that's just like smacking his kid right in the face at Thanksgiving.
I remember a little cute wooden sign using some pastel colors that said "Mo money, mo problems." So,
No, you didn't.
that was in the living room. So that really set the tone for my childhood. Bob, what about you? Is there a bibelot that's really memorable to you?
I know my parents have one now. It says, "Let me get this straight. My grandchild is a cat."
I feel like that should be in all capital letters. I feel like you should be a little more shocked that like your son comes home and is like, "Hey guys, look, we just had a new baby boy," and it's like a little cat in a bonnet. And
there's an actual bibelot that I do remember, and it's like the last few years. There's some close friends of ours. They have a little cabin that's northern Wisconsin or something, on a lake, a chateau, I guess. And we go there every summer or so. And in the bathroom, there's a bibelot that it has like a bear on it, and then it has the letters of the alphabet going around the outside. And whoever made it fucked up because they stop at Q. like they didn't leave enough room for the entire 26 letter alphabet. So it's just like A through like Q, and then you're peeing and you're like, well, you fucking idiots. Like, it makes you want to write in the rest of the letters. So
see, I thought you were gonna say that like it had the whole alphabet, but then the P was missing, and then it's like, notice something's missing, please keep it that way, or something like that, and then it's like pointing to the seat or something like that.
That's, what? See, you just made a better bibelot than that one.
Well.
We could go into this business of bibelots. I'm sure that we, it's kind of like M is for mom, not maid sort of thing. I mean, we could have a cute little shop that's attached to coiffers that,
I like it as little cross-selling moments. Like, you're coming in to get hammered with our like, what is it? We're using bar rags to make this disgusting drink, and the homeless man is watching over that. Yeah, and then just have a little side shop.
Tonight at Coiffers, it's bibelot night.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's going to bibelot. Okay, Dave, I want your word this week.
All right, so my word, I think I picked my word just because it's more fun to say than it is actually like interesting definition. But my word this week is Faroush.
Faroush is on fire.
Faroush.
Faroush.
Hey yo, Faroush. Like, it just, I don't know, man. It sounds boisterous. It's just fun.
So is it Farouche?
Oh, yes, it is. It is, indeed.
Wow. I spelled that
Congratulations.
wrong.
Yeah.
C-H-E.
Faroush.
Okay, that changes my perception of this word. Because I had F-A-R-O-O-S-H. So that's I'm a little off there.
Yeah.
Well, that's just silly. That's a sound they have in a comic book.
Yeah, that's the phonetic. That's the phonetic spelling. Yeah.
Faroush. Bob, what is your guess for the definition of Faroush?
Well, for starters, I'm mad that Ryan stole exactly what I was going to do because Faroush is on fire.
Yeah.
You're mad about that, so then you could still do it, I guess.
Well, that's the thing about Bob is he loves to beat a horse. He just beats the shit out of that horse until there's nothing left, until it's just glue, until it's just a big pile of glue on the ground.
He has several of them in his room in Vegas right now. He's just like, you're gonna have to clean up these horses. Sorry, Seabiscuit. This is just.
I mean, we're friends. Surprisingly, as terrible as this show has been in recent weeks, we're friends to everything on this show except for horses. We're not friends to horses.
Man,
on this show.
They are the. Do you realize that horses at night don't sleep? They don't.
Oh.
They close their eyes and they dream of murdering us.
So you're just getting out in front of that.
They dream of turning into unicorns.
Yeah.
And running at us full speed and goring us to death.
Now, do you think that all horses are unicorns that just haven't matured yet?
Well, they're waiting to go into their cocoon for 6 months and emerge a unicorn. It's like basically
We just don't let them get into the cocoon.
No, yeah, we prevent them with those wooden fences we're always putting up. But yeah, they have to physically get to the cocoon place. They have to go find Wilford Brimley, and then they basically, wrap themselves in a thick silken.
Right next to Steve Gutenberg. Like,
I'm just picturing an enormous cocoon and just some metamorphosis going on.
Would have to be.
Yeah.
Now, is this just like one horse in one unicorn cocoon, or is this, all the horses in the world have amassed, like, say, in like Paris,
That's
Texas?
horrifying.
You find it,
and then they
like,
all went to this
high.
giant cocoon,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna burst forth with unicorns.
Every year at HorseCon, that's what's going on basically.
HorseCon.
Unicon.
Now this really it sounds like a horror movie to me. I mean, it's like one day everyone wakes up and all the horses are galloping to Paris or something, and they start amassing themselves into a cocoon, and no one knows what's going on. We follow one little girl. Who would be a good actor for this?
Ellen Page.
Ellen Page. So
Justin Bieber.
Make it Ellen Page.
We have Ellen Page, who is her horse runs away from her, and so she's trying to save her horse, and her horse sort of like dives into this cocoon or whatever and comes out a unicorn or whatever. And it's sort of
calling
like,
wild.
would it be like a District 9 kind of thing, or like
Yeah, I'm just picturing like unicorns like basically breaking into Petco and just like eating the shit out of the cans of cat food in there. Like just a bunch of unicorns like sitting down in an aisle and just going to town on some 9 lives.
And that's where you're saying the cocoon is it's inside of a Petco?
Yeah,
Petco.
Yeah, basically. It's a
they're
loading
all
dock.
gathering at Petco's. Okay.
So you're like walking into Petco, going to get some cat chow for your parents' grandchild, and
Yep.
and you turn the aisle, and then there's just like 3 or 4. What are these horses doing here? And they turn around, you realize, oh my gosh, they're unicorns. They're so beautiful, but blood is like streaming from their eyes. They've got fangs.
They're just sharpening knives. They see in it's just like Ginsu knives. You just see them sharpening them. It's like, how's that?
they've got a horn.
Like, how is that unicorn even holding those knives? Like, it doesn't have opposable thumbs. I'm not even mad. I'm just impressed.
He's just holding that whetstone in one of his little tiny hooves that now weirdly has like 2 fingers on it.
Yeah.
And he's just sharpening his horn.
Is there sort of a misconception about unicorns? Because we always picture them as just horses with the horn. is there something else about them, like they grow fingers or opposable thumbs or something? Like, is that what we're kind of getting at?
Well,
that's what it sounds like, but I thought it was mainly just rainbow themed. Like,
everywhere they go, that song plays. Like, that's basically what happens. Is that Erasure song is just on constantly?
Well, aren't they like they don't create rainbows; they create acid rainbows, right? I think that's the thing.
Ultimate killing machine, basically, is what you're describing.
It's kind of
thumbs.
like, God, there are so many like thriller sorts of movies that like there's that one at Christmas where like it came out at like Christmas the last few years where like everybody sort of turns to dust. It's like an alien kind of thing, except it's
Home Alone.
Yes, Home Alone.
Okay.
It's Home Alone with unicorns, except you know the rainbows are acid rainbows and they melt your skin. So you can't cross paths with a unicorn with opposable thumbs.
The Leprechaun 2.
Yes.
Just promise me this: if you
Don't
ever
cross your unicorn streams.
if you ever manage to find a unicorn, tame it, have it become your pet, please name it Joe Pesci. I just want Joe Pesci the unicorn to exist. I want that to be a thing. Just please do that for me.
That just sounds like a manga or like fanfic that you could just create yourself, honestly. But you know, yeah, okay.
Faroush,
Ryan.
Faroush.
Ryan, what's your definition?
Did we get
for
Bob's definition? Did we even get it?
Fuck, Bob. Do you have a definition for Faroush?
It is when you have a unicorn and you name it Joe Pesci, and then it starts to star in Goodfellas movie spin-offs.
Yes.
Ryan, what's your guess?
See, it sounds to me like a Faroush is, you know, like hammer pants, like the part that goes down below the crotch, that little sack there. That's the Faroush.
I thought you were going to say like the sound it makes when it rubs together, like corduroy or something.
That very well could be how it got named. Yeah.
So it's the ballroom of the hammer pants.
Yeah, it's basically
exactly. Dave knows a good Faroush when he's carrying around his briefcases. That's the sound it makes.
And when you get home, that's where you hang your bibelots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right in your ballroom. Your Faroush.
Faroush. All right. Faroush, for me, it is, man, I am totally lost on this one because I keep looking at this word and it's just a
Faroush
weird combination of letters. I'm going to say Faroush is a masseuse that doubles as a serial killer. That I'm going to say, Faroush is someone that gives you a massage and they're really going to just destroy you, I guess.
Okay. So just like oiling up fatties during the day and just murdering hobos at night.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you kind of, I mean, I was also picturing like, you know, a little bit of a neck massage. We'll move down, we'll kind of get the back a little bit, to get the lower back, and then all of a sudden they have a wire in their hands and they're choking you out. You know?
It's a sad ending.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
It's a very sad ending.
I like that.
All right, Dave, what's the actual definition of Faroush?
All right, Faroush is sullen or shy in company.
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
It's like, so if someone is Faroush, they're just not talking a lot.
Yeah, so it's an adjective. So it's like, oh, have you talked to Faroush Frank over there? It's like, no, of course not. He's so sullen and shy in company.
So Faroush is the motherfucker that you invite over to your bibelo party that just sits there quietly.
Yeah, just like kind of
crafting their bibelo.
Yeah, just chills in the background, like doesn't really talk to anybody, eats all the fucking bugles. I tell him every time, let somebody else try the bugles. Everybody wants to do the Freddy Krueger hand and like, you know, make the jokes about the fingernails. Like, come on, man, this is a party. Like, let everybody have some fun. But no, Frank, you eat the bugles every fucking time, and I'm sick and damn tired of it. Now I have to buy extra bugles for the fucking party. I'm gonna stop inviting you. I don't care if you're my sister's brother. I don't care. Or my sister's brother. Damn it! I had this whole like thing about a weird brother-in-law that I wanted to go into, but now I can't because I sound like an idiot. Faroush.
My sister's brother is my brother. My brother's sister is my sister.
What? Quaff?
Quaff?
I would say, yeah. So Frankie Faroush he's the asshole, right?
He was my favorite Garbage Pail Kid.
Yeah, he's like basically the member of NSYNC that you've never seen because he's just like he knows where to stand where he's like out of the frame each time, you know.
All right, well,
Faroush.
Dave, you have to set up a scenario for us.
Okay, so okay, here's the scenario. All right, Mike, you are Frankie Faroush.
Okay.
And you are at a dinner party. Now go.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, let's light this guy on fire. Faroush.
No.
Faroush. Faroush is on.
Faroush is on fire.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Stop pouring gasoline on me.
I was actually kind of hoping that if I just gave that scenario to Mike and didn't mention you guys, like he would just be quiet for like 4 minutes and we would just have 4 minutes of dead air. Like, I don't know. I just really thought that would be funny, but maybe not.
No.
You don't sound like you're eating the bugles. You're the slowest bugle eater on the planet. Just eating one at a time individually.
Guys.
Grab a handful like a man.
Hey guys, I'm
You
Freddy.
sound like my parents' grandchild just drinking out of a bowl.
Hey, guys, I'm Freddy. I'm Freddy Fingers.
Freddie.
Look at my fingers. Freddy.
From the Nightmare
That was the fun
films.
party name of Freddie Mercury.
Freddy. Freddy with the fingers, the bugles. See it? You guys see that? No. I think I got the thing wrong.
So that's the only reason why bugles still exist today, right? Like, not because they're like particularly tasty, but we all love doing the fingers thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
way
don't
too
really
much.
like eating them.
It's the same reason why black olives exist too, I believe, as well, right?
Well, yeah, I think. Okay, so
Wait, what are
guys
you
do
doing
this?
with black olives?
You're not putting those on your fingers? Come on.
No,
Really?
I like to eat them.
I like to put them on my fingers and then play piano. I mean,
Just olive juice all over the keys, yeah.
I think. Do you guys do this? You buy a bag of bugles and a bag of Funyuns. You put the bugles on your fingers and then you wear the Funyuns like rings. Do you do that?
I'm going to now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's handwear for your like snack handwear.
Yeah.
There's a term here and I'm missing it, but specifically, what was that?
Faroush.
Flare, I guess. Like specifically, there's snacks that you put on your hands.
Well, how about this? And this is maybe more for the listeners than you guys, but you guys feel free to do it too. Next time you're eating Funyuns, which I imagine you're probably really stoned at that point, but the next time you're eating Funyuns, take one of the bigger Funyuns and do a mock proposal to your friend in public and embarrass the hell out of them with a Funyun. Drop to one
With
knee.
bugles on your
Yeah, with bugles on your fingers. Drop to one knee. Grab one of the ringiest ring of Funyuns you can get out of that bag, and just say,
Like this right now.
Will you be mine?
Please,
Oh, he does have some
you mother,
bugles.
he probably does.
I just feel like you need to be singing like Casey and JoJo when you do it too. You're just like, oh my life, I waited to put this Funyun on.
You, make me the luckiest man in the world. Please become Mrs. Faroush.
Make me the funnest Funyun.
Make me the funionest man in the world.
Funyunist. Ooh.
The funionest.
What the hell are you doing, Bob?
Bob, god damn it. It's you of all people know it's bad for radio. If you're eating. What are you eating? You're probably eating Doritos. You
don't have Funyuns?
No. Nope.
How do you have fun?
How do you have fun without Funyuns? You're the guy that brings 7 bags of Funyuns to a party. How do you guys have fun without
You're
Funyuns?
like, let's kick this thing off. Let's get crazy. Where's the orange soda?
I do like the Casey and JoJo.
No, I strictly only play ring toss with them.
And we also have Shaggy, Comet banging in the chateau.
Wait, Scoob!
All right, good. We're just gonna have to figure out all of the sort of '90s, early 2000s hits that we
Jodeci.
can. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we have Ricky
Mary
Martin,
J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige, Missy Elliott, Missy Misdemeanor.
Yep. I think that was all of them. I think we got them.
We got them all. Okay, we have one more. Oh, wait, no. Dave, we need your escalator pitch for Faroush.
Okay, I will give you my Andor pitch. Basically, Faroush not only is amazing to say, because it's just fun. It's just a fun word. It rolls off the tongue. It's got a nice oosh at the end. I feel like it's kind of like a roller coaster where you start with the fa and you're like, fa. It's like chuk 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 chuk. Like you're getting to the top. It's like then it goes roo. It's like you're going down really fast. You're like whoa, and you're just kind of darting side to side, and then you get to the end. You're pulling in. You're like oosh. It's like that crisp, like nice feeling you get after you take a good sip of cold Sprite. You know, it's like you get that
nice.
I don't know why it only just occurred to me, but Faroush sounds like a douche for your penis. I mean,
could be.
It sounds like some sort of personal hygiene thing.
Well, I assure you it is not.
Roller coaster of words.
Yeah, it's the roller coaster of words.
You know what? That actually does sound like a personal hygiene thing because you got to clean that out after you put your candy up there after Halloween. You got to clean that out.
Yeah. Just get a nice Faroush down with the
you know that
store,
Target is making Target's making bank because what they do is they sell all the Halloween candy. Then November 1st, it's discount Halloween candy, discount parrots, and then they have personal hygiene. And that shit sells because everybody needs to clean the candy corn out of their junk. So
yeah,
I like it.
Well, welcome to Target's Dickolate days.
Dickolate. Yes.
Are you sure that's not definition number 2 for Faroush, Dave?
No, I'm not sure of that. It very well maybe.
We'll have to check Urban Dictionary later.
Socially inept.
It is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, we need Bob. You get the last word this week, which I'm sure you enjoy.
Today's last word is mommixed. Mommixed.
What?
Mommixed?
Oh wow!
So we're coming back to strong single mothers.
Yeah.
Again, huh?
I was going
Would
to
you
say,
like me to spell that for you, you monsters?
Please do.
MOMMIXED.
ooh, that's exactly how I would have thought it would be spelled.
Mom and mixed.
Those last two letters, I had some pork rind stuck in there.
Mom mixed. This sounds like a
batter.
Dave, it's like your friends' moms with the American muscle cars without the primer on them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mom mixed. It sounds very sexy word. I think I'll start. My guess for mom mixed is it's in the same vein. It's a gathering of strong, like physically strong single moms. And it's sort of like think of it as like a gift exchange. It's like an event where they're giving each other bibelots and and they're sort of vociferous about it, like it's that sort of a thing. But none of them are Faroush. Like none of them are like they're very out there, like that's mom mixed. It's a mixer for these physically strong single.
You don't have a baby by being like shy and timid. That's why most of the outgoing chicks have babies because like, hey, they're out there, they're living life, they're scoring it up, they're doing fun stuff, like making babies.
Oh yeah, and so that's mom mixed. I'm saying it's sort of like the gift exchange sort of party, kind of yeah. 4 strong, physically strong single moms.
I just love the idea of like a mom that just like, is cutting the crust off a sandwich, gives the bag to like a little kid who just like runs out to the bus and like goes off to school, and then she goes down into the like basement, like turns on the light. It's just a punching bag and a weight set, and it's just like turns on the Slayer, like cranks the Slayer up so loud and just starts.
We're joking, but
it.
I am turned the fuck on. Like
just working the delts, blasting those pecs.
Like I have a legitimate thing for a lady like that.
Yeah, it's like look at those traps, like her traps are insane. So.
And that's why Mike Suzek will never leave Wisconsin. Yeah.
All right, so that's my definition, mom mixed. Ryan, what's your guess?
See, I think it's like a seasonal holiday for Mother's Day. Jordache Jeans basically gets a bunch of these strong moms together, and they take all the hits from the year and basically just turn them into like nice like trance music, but just done by moms. Like, you know, like she's got like her headset on and she's just like, and they're taking like, you know, Friday by Jessica Black or something like that, and she just turn it into this intense trance music, but all by moms basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's been mom mixed.
Mom mixed.
It's like basically a rave that goes on in the Fashion Bug overnight. Like it's just a bunch of moms are just there partying. Just like a bunch of pads in their shoulder blades and their fucking sport blazers or whatever. Just like jamming.
Yeah, I like that it has to be brought to you by like Jordache Jeans.
Yeah.
There's just so many pleats in that whole room. It's just
God. Ugh. Raging boner right now.
That's what I call Momixed 17.
Exactly. Bob knows what I'm talking about. He's going to market it.
Oh, that's good. All right, Dave, your guess for Mom Mixed.
All right, so Mom Mixed for me is it's an alcoholic drink that's just almost correct, but not fully correct, right? So like you go over and you're like, oh, hey, you know, let me go hang out with my strong single mother friend, you know, this week. I'm going to go over there on a Friday night or something. It's like, you know, she hasn't been out of the house for a while. Like, she hasn't done anything fun. So I show up and she's like, oh, what do you want to drink? I'm like, oh, give me a Harvey Wallbanger. And she goes to try and, like, mix it, but, like, messes it up just enough because she's not, like, relevant. She hasn't been out to a bar in a long time, so she's not sure exactly how to do the drink. So it's off by just a little bit. So I'm like, you know, she's like, oh, how's that drink taste? I'm like, oh, it tastes so mom mixed right now. Like, it's just, you know.
She's put some sweet vermouth in there or something like that.
Yeah, it's just like messes it up in some weird way. It's like, why is there a baby carrot in my drink? It's like, oh, you know, that's the only garnish I have. And it's like,
We're
okay.
onto something. We're onto something with this definition, because have you had it where, you know, you have like a lasagna or meatloaf or something that, you know, your mom would make, and it's not the same. And when your mom makes it, there's just something to it.
Oh, yeah.
Where it is just that much, you know, it's better. Typically, it's like, oh, this
chock
tastes
full
like
of baby carrots.
You just know when it's from made by your mom. Now
Yeah.
you're taking that and you're saying that it is a drink that is mom mixed. So
Yeah.
it has that special mom touch, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or it's like a drink that is just a little bit less alcoholic, so that, like, you know, a mom can drink like during the day and still be under the legal limit.
Right.
So it's like
She's got
just
her
to the point of
Franzia,
inebriation,
yeah.
just to get you through your day. It's like, do you have to drive the kids to soccer
Watching
practice
Y&R,
again?
yeah.
Like, are you sick and tired of watching Cars 14 times a day? Like, okay, you need to get a little bit of a swerve on, but not like legally binding swerve, you know? So
But not too much, because it's tries.
Just
and
remember,
tests.
Yeah,
Janice,
you don't wanna
this
lose your
all would have been
kids,
easier if you
you
just
know?
got a cat.
I'm picturing a really, really strong Susan Sarandon for this. Just drinking
works
at home,
Yeah.
doing curls.
yeah. So there you go. I think I get bonus points. I gave you 2 solid definitions for mom mix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. I think we're really, really going somewhere with all this. Okay, I think that's all of us. Yeah, so Bob, what is the actual definition for mom mixed?
This is an adjective, and it means disorderly or in confusion.
Where's the mom part?
Right.
Where's the menopausal woman side of that? You know?
So disorderly and in confusion.
Yes.
Around your children.
Your children, because you just got enough of a swerve on. You just got enough. Honey, just here's Aristocats. I am gonna drink and
like,
do some curls and
like,
work on my bibolo.
I had to read this fucking book again. I can't. Yes, I know Spot does see the cat. Yes. I need to give me the Kahlua. Give me that Kahlua. But I need the Momix version. Just enough.
You know who's yeah, that's right. Son, you know who's not here to watch the Aristocats with you? Your father. So just enjoy your movie. I am drinking.
Yeah, he had to go
This is
really
why I
far to get
drink.
those cigarettes. He had to go really, really far to get those cigarettes.
Well, he wanted a daughter.
Oh, that's really good. Poor Dave. Okay. Bob, you have to present us with something for Mom Mixed.
Okay.
Like, let me help you out. Now that's what I call Mom X5. Doom, 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 doom.
All new from Word Rango Industries, it's Momix Candies. You want to have something in your purse that you can just pop in your mouth. That's totally legal to do in public, but at the same time, you want to take the edge off your day. Welcome to Momix Candies, now in Kahlua. Tahitian Gold.
Tahitian Gold.
Grass Stain.
This mix presented to you by Tide to Go. Get those grass stains out, moms.
Terrible Hemorrhoids. And Grape.
Grape.
All right,
Gravity
Dave.
ravaged boobs.
All right, I guess are we?
Momix Candies, now available at a store near you.
So I don't know what we're selling anymore. Honestly, I mean,
I think Bob just sold it, man. Bob just sold it.
Mom Mixed is a mixture of mom goods. How the fuck? You have your now that's what I call Mom Mixed. Like, I mean,
or no? How about Mom
That's
Mixed?
the engine.
It's like a mom's like overnight bag, like when she's met like a nice gentleman down at the Target.
let me
or,
just go grab my Mom
at
Mix.
at the yarn barn or whatever, and like she wants to have like a romantic tryst, like
Right.
she's got a friend watching the kids, or maybe her sister's brother is watching the kids, or something like
the
that.
TV.
Or the TV, yeah. Or the kids are just going to watch The Simpsons all night.
Right.
And, she needs to prepare a bag for all her various sundries, all her various goods, so that she can head down to the Motel 6 and have a fun night with Carl. So, like a Momix bag. It's like a bag
Right.
that's, a various mix of mom goods.
Carl's the gentleman that works at the bowling alley.
Yeah, well, he treats her like she's 20 years younger and she hasn't had kids and having to give up on her dreams,
Right.
So.
Plus those guns, man.
Oh, those guns.
Those guns. Yeah, they're just as good as her guns, so that really turns her on a strong man. Strong
God.
single
I was
dude.
talking about hers. Yeah.
I need a strong Lauren in my life. I picture a name being Lauren personally. It's a very nice name. It's unassuming, and then you're like, look at those traps, right? I mean,
like those traps go on for days. I'm not even looking at them gams. Who cares about them gams? Look at them
but
traps.
but like she shows it off, right? I mean, she's got guns, but she wears like a sexy tank top kind of thing. She's proud,
Those
like
the Jordache overalls like really accentuate her traps. Absolutely.
Yeah.
you guys have no idea how turned on I am by all this. Like,
Braided belt.
Okay, let's stop that for Suzak right now. Let me get to an escalator pitch.
yes,
This is a very short escalator. I've given you the only word this week, Internet, that has an X in it, which makes me extra awesome.
And we're playing Scrabble, so I just owned you guys.
yeah. Ooh, I landed mine on a triple word score. What's up?
X marks the lame.
Yep.
yeah.
That was like self-fulfilling.
Now, I love just how well, I think this is our best week as far as how well these four words work together. Let's just take a moment. Vociferous, okay, the yelping, loud stuff. Then we have Faroush, which is the shy person, so we have this sort of antithesis of that. And then we have Bibelo, which is, as we all know, the things that you hang, the decor that you hang in your room. And then we have Mom Mixed, which, yeah.
Did you forget the definition?
I
for
think he
Momix?
did, because he's just thinking this is a big party with moms making bibelots and those Faroush ones. And
I'm hung up on that. I think that's what it is, but it had something to do with disorderly, and I think that still fits in with like vociferous and stuff. But I feel like these words work together really well. I feel like we did a good job. We all win this week. That's not the case though, because we need to actually figure out who wins. I mean, last week we tried voting for the Wordsmith, and you all fucked that up. And I feel like I
feel like we nailed it.
I feel like we could try that again, but we'll vote for the word, and we'll try the normal way. Vote for the word of the week, but don't you can't vote for your own. Dave, we're gonna start with you.
Of the three, I really like Bibelo. I like how it sounds. It's got a T on the end that's silent, so it's like, ooh, it's like.
So it works for you, yeah.
Yeah. So put my pinky in the air. Ooh, look at my la di da, my silent T's and my many syllables. Yeah, I don't know. Bibelo is just like, It's just a cool word. It's not as cool as Faroush, but like it's pretty damn cool.
All right. That's my word, so I'll vote next. I am going to say that my favorite of Vociferous, Faroush, and Ma Mixed is obviously it's Ma Mixed. Man, that tickles me in an area I didn't know still had it, you know? Like, I haven't felt this way about a word in many years, so
since that lady rolled up in the caravan listening to like White Snake and
Ma Mixed. All right, Bob.
Here we go again on my own.
Bob, you have to vote between Vociferous, Be Below, and Faroush.
Okay, which of two ways do I go here? Do I go in the way that I know will screw the scoring?
yeah, don't.
Or do I go with what's in my heart?
Go with your heart. Go with your heart.
Be careful, because what's in my heart is still going to screw the scoring.
Just vote.
Because that's
Just vote how you
chaos lives inside of my chest cavity. Fine, I'll pick. You know what? I really enjoyed truck nuts decorated with with circus peanuts. So Be Below.
All right. That's Be Below. And all right, Ryan, you have to pick between Be Below, Faroush, and Ma Mixed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a really strong representation this week. I think you guys, we should always do this at 7 a.m. Really sharp. Shit. It's like my heart wants to screw this up, but I'm gonna have to go with Be Below as well.
Yes.
But I gotta say, Ma Mix definitely.
It's
gonna be in my.
Ma Mix was a goddamn good word. I mean,
It's gonna be in my iTunes rotation.
honestly, I liked all the words this week. I feel like I feel like I'm able to throw one of the words out every week. Like, I'm not feeling it as much. All four.
Normally
of
your
these,
own.
Huh?
Well, I brought this to a halt.
I didn't hear you. That's
Quaff?
That's good. All right, I'm the winner this week. Finally, I legit outright won. I didn't have to steal a win. You guys must have known it's my birthday, so thank you. It's not.
Happy birthday.
But no, it's really not. But
Well, even so.
yeah, it's my 3/4 birthday. I celebrate every month. So, all right. So that's Be Below is the word of the week. We also have to crown the wordsmith of the week, and that is Dave.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I think it's Dave.
No, I argue this because the one who came up with the funniest thing, which was truck nuts covered in circus peanuts, was Macklemore's friend, Ryan Lewis.
It was Ryan.
Yeah.
All right, well, I feel like, okay, we're going to say it's sort of a split vote right now between Ryan and Dave.
I mean,
So-
I came up with two awesome Momix definitions. Like,
Okay.
I mean, that's
True.
and at the end of the day, we should treat this podcast like, the Italian mob. I mean, am I going to make you money? Yeah, I'm going to make you some money. All right. Hey, like, so, if that's what's important, then obviously you have to pick me.
I'll tell you what,
Ryan, I want you
Dave
to...
just brought the mob into this, so I'm back on Dave's camp.
well, we're going to still say it's split.
I'm now afraid for my safety.
Ryan, I want you to give us your sort of pitch why you're the wordsmith of the week up against Dave.
Oh no, I think we should split it because it's Ryan and Dave and it's rave.
Mom, make 5.
That's what I call Momix 18. Brought to you by Jordache and Fashion Bug.
All right,
Centrum Silver.
so that's the end of our show. But wait, that's not all. You guys can
But
interact
wait,
with us
there's
throughout the
more.
whole week. Bob, how do people get in touch with us?
Oh, twitter.com/wordrango. We would like to thank our friends Magic Marker 78 for cryptoscopophilia, which is just creepy. Also, John Perry, Oboe Crazy, and my friends at the Optimism Club, which if you listen to their podcast, there's a guy on there that sounds a lot like me. And
As it is.
we all know
Is
that
it
we
you?
all know the stuff that sounds like me is fantastic.
You fucker.
Also, Sinan Kubba. Looks like he
Sanan?
has some gum on his head. Sinan Kubba, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he...
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I jotted this little note down, and it does look like he has some gum on his head in his Twitter photo.
Might
you
want
can
to
get
get
that out.
checked, yeah. And then also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/wordrango.
Oh, and you know one other thing you should do? Do you know what it is, Internet? It's
make a Bibelo.
Movember.
Oh, shit.
It's make a Movember Bibelo month. We are collecting monies. Well, not we are, but we are. I am willing to. I have shaved. Shavrooked. I shavrooked my face.
Shavrooked last night.
And I'm growing a mustache for Movember for Men's Health Awareness Month. Now, what I'm looking for, well, I'm not really looking for it. I think I just kind of said it out loud. If we get $1,000 at our Word Rango page by November 15th, I will videotape and put on camera and put it out for the internet that I will shave my entire head. And I am willing to.
Right?
I am willing to bick it too. Everything's gonna go. It's gonna look like I'm Keanu Reeves in The Matrix once he gets dumped out of his pod.
Eyebrows too. We have to be clear.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
$1,000. Make it happen, Internet. And do you remember the page, the site that people can go to donate? I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it's mobro.co/wordrango. That's mobro.co/wordrango.
All right.
.com.
.com.
And that's that's just the tip of the iceberg. We also need y'all to go to iTunes, subscribe to the show, rate it 5 stars, leave us a nice little message, and Bob will read it on the show, and share this episode. Share all the episodes that you get a chance to. Just shout it from the rooftops. Be vociferous about it. And
do you have a strong single mom in your life who has nothing to do
let her
between the
know.
hours of 10 a.m. and 4
Tell
p.m.?
her to give me a call. Please.
Tell her to get those nice, clean kids on over here, because I want to smack that sagging butt.
Well, I would think it'd be really taut, considering she works out.
They're all upper body.
all upper
She does
body.
not.
Is there a way that
like
audially I can distance myself from the rest of you? Can I?
Nope.
Can I just go way
Yeah.
back here?
Is there a soundbite for that?
Put a lot of reverb.
That gif of Homer backing into the hedge. Is there an audio version of that? I need it right now.
It's sort of like a slide whistle going down.
I'm just gonna talk from over here now.
So that's be sure to do that.
Sure to be below.
I mean, if tweet at us at Word Rango. It's follow us and give us some not love necessarily, but just give us
Throw
a
some
little
words at us.
Hey, I
the
like the
tweet
thing
love.
you do. I mean, let us know. Tell us what word is your favorite in the week, and do what at Magic Marker 78 did, and tell us that give us words that you enjoy, and then at Oboe Crazy, always giving us love every week. We had them recommend the show to someone else and said it's sexy, dirty, funny word of the week, and I like to believe that, and especially this week because Lord knows I'm sporting the hardest stiffy possible. Ever since I even brought up the moms at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, you better get down to a fashion bug and take care of that problem there, buddy.
We're getting to priapism levels, so.
Or on a non-sexy note, just let us know if you want some Funyuns.
And I mean, if you're trying to figure out how you can not be a douchebag and still share this show, just explain to people. This is our 8th episode. We bring to you 4 words every week. That's 32 words so far that we've given you. Let's say that maybe you knew half of them, and that's being generous. We've given you then 16 words that if you go to work, let's say you work Monday through Friday, and you want to impress your coworkers, you drop one of those words per day. We've just given you a couple weeks of sounding smart as fuck.
Yeah.
And that's being generous with the 16. It's probably more than that. You could drop all 32. You've got yourself over a month easily of being the smartest person that you know. And that's what we're giving you. We're giving you knowledge, entertainment, knowledge-tainment, and it's we're helping people. And so
Or you could even use those definitions that you know aren't true.
yes.
But your friends aren't going to know because they're dummies.
Yep. Yep. We're giving you a leg up is what we're doing in the social the social world.
You already feel like you're better than your friends. Like, why not actively work to show the world you're better than your friends?
We're empowering you, listener, right now. You are better than your friends. Like, drop those sacks of shit right now. You are better than them, okay? And with that, that's our show. Thanks, Ryan, Dave, Bob, and me, the winner with Be Below. And that's it. Someone say something that closes the show.
Thanks, Dave.
And that's it.